What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Matt, and I have 5 things today I'm going to talk about the Nova Thunder Laser series. Like all the Novas, you can do this too. We're going to go through 5 steps to help you out, get started for all of you that are new right away. And some of you that have been around and had these and haven't done this, you probably want to do this. So 5 tips for you. If you're new to the channel, my name's Matt. I run a laser engraving hats, shirts, and more out of the garage. Been up in the garage now for a couple years. Started in my basement, been down there for many years. This will be my 10th year in business this year in November. Crazy to think. So I've been doing this full time since 2018 and I absolutely love it. Don't regret any of it. It's been a blast and every year is something new. So now the laser bed, you're going to have a vent in the back. We're going to take that off. You don't want that on. It's going to help take a lot of air out faster because it's restricting the airflow. So if you can have less, I don't know what that is, less restriction, the better. The other thing is I have mine hooked up right to the 8-inch exhaust. I have an 8-inch manifold running through here, and it's for all of my lasers that I have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running off of it. Obviously I can't run all 5 at once, just probably not possible unless I had some really big jobs, I guess, or take a long time, but 5 lasers I'd be running. So, but I do run 2 or 3 at once and it can handle it just fine. So I get the M8 fan, all that stuff's in the description if you guys want to check it out, see what I use. I know a lot of other people that use the M6 and it's just fine. Whatever floats your boat works for you. The other thing is I recommend everyone to do is go to like Home Depot or something, get some MDF. I put a square jig or pattern on here and the other side smaller. So if I have a couple of jobs to put in here that I know I have 2 or 3, then instead of filling up the whole bed with 20 things, I'll use this. And I'll lay this down in here and make my laser point go to the corner so I know I'm in the right spot. And I fasten it down to the table and I run it. Then I know exactly where those lines are. I have that in my computer and it works out great. So it's just a fast, easy, quick, like when you do 2 or 3 things type of thing. I use these for some boxes and blocks and banks and such like that. So that's what I like to use this for. Like I said, make your laser go to this point here, and then you place this in there until you get to the red dot, and then all you have to do is hit the over button so your laser goes over. Now if it's off, you put your finger on this corner here and then you move this to where it needs to be, clamp it down. Now you know these are going to be in the right spot. Put your stuff there, boom, go. Fast and easy. I'm all about speed because time is money. Now the other thing is you want to get, oh, I just put it in. Ha! You want a lens? So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Mine broke, so I had to order another one. So I always have an extra one. But the lens, see, it's like a yellow. See, I see you. That thing in there, you want an extra one of these. It's worth having because something happens and that goes out, you're down until it comes. The other thing I do have is one mirror, which will work on all these. I always keep one of those on hand. And normally I keep my other lens right here. And I just put it in. I think that was last week. I always have a spare lens because that's the worst thing to tell a customer that you can't do it because you didn't have a lens. So I always have a lens. Make sure you have an extra mirror also, just to keep up on things. The other thing I would do is if you don't have that good exhaust system, make sure you stay on top of cleaning your mirrors. I can literally run this whole square. You can see the bed is black where I cut. I can run all week cutting and these mirrors will still be clean. So it really helps to have good ventilation. If you don't, I get it. Everything comes with time. Just keep working your way up. Don't stop. You're gonna only get better. The other thing I get a lot of questions about is the air control on here. So some lasers you don't have any air control whatsoever, or if you do, it's all at once. It's either on or off. For air control on here, I like to run all my cutting high as it goes. Now for my engraving, I go the all the way low off, and I come out until it's just barely coming out of that tip of the nozzle. Once it's doing that, I stop. I found that's the best engraving I can get that I like to do on my stuff. And it also keeps the lens clear, so you're not having the smoke come back up in there. Now for glass, when you're engraving glass, you want to have a little extra air. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Talking probably a half a turn. I think it's a half a turn. Half a turn or a whole turn. Play with it. Everything's different. Everyone else is different, you know, stuff. But you don't want a whole lot of air when you're engraving glass, but you want enough to keep that stuff out of the tip, because otherwise it'll go back up on there and you'll go through a lens pretty quick if you're engraving a lot of glass. I had to do a chunk that's half the size of this bed, and I forgot to turn the air up, and halfway through is when I blew up that lens, and that's why I had to put this new lens in to finish it, and then I realized I didn't turn the air up. And then you finish it, I always put a big piece of tape hanging off of it, because that bothers me. That's not supposed to be there, and I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, the air, and then I turn it back. So that's what I always do once I turn it, to make sure I go back so I'm ready to engrave wood and whatever else I engrave. And the last one, probably not that big of a deal to you, but it saves me a lot of time and probably save you a lot of time, is every time I send a file to the laser, I send it as number 1. Now the reason why I say number 1 is because when you send it to the laser as number 1, the next one it deletes the other one. So there is no more going back and forth of going through your whole thing and trying to delete everything. So I do have stuff in here that is just an automatic run. I know exactly where to put it in the bed, and I have it in here, I have it labeled, but there's only 3 files in here for that. The other stuff, I always just click 1 when I send it, so this way I know everything coming in here, it'll re-delete, and you don't have to go back through here and delete everything manually, because once this starts to fill up, it's a mess, it's a hassle to delete it all. So that's what I do. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. Other thing is, people are asking me a bunch about my Etsy shop listed in the description. It got shut down. I wasn't putting any time into it, then they thought it was a fake account, and then I never, what was it called? I never responded. I can't remember what the word they used, but I didn't respond to it, so therefore they shut it down, and I never fought to get it back. I have my hands full with my website. I'm thinking of taking everything off of there and putting it on my main Etsy account, and then have you guys go into there. That's been busy. I really hope like you guys are out grinding, because for one, our Etsy's been really chugging along lately, and I've been not putting any attention to it whatsoever. So I'm happy with that. So that means if I put a little bit of attention into it, it really would take off. So I hope you guys are aware that, you know, foot on the ground and keep going and keep building, keep moving forward. Don't sit around. If you're not making sales, it's your fault. It's no one else's fault. Sorry, I take the blame for you, but it ain't my fault either. That's your fault. You got to get up and just do it and start making stuff. Just because you like it, no, not just because you like one thing, like let's say putting on your watch, for crying out loud, right here where everyone will see it, put like a little peace symbol or a cross or a letter or a saying or something. I mean, that stuff sells. And if you like it, there's a million other people that'll like it. You just have to find that million other people. And if you don't want to go searching for that million other people, then keep making more listings and they'll find you. But you can't just sit around. Things are going great here. I'm a little behind on my goal for $1 million gross sales this year, but that's fine. I will get there, and I'm not that far behind, really. So I'll catch up. I have a lot of months left to do that, and a lot of weeks, a lot of days, a lot of hours, a lot of minutes. So look at it that way, and don't stop moving forward. If you guys want, I have a Patreon group. We do a one-on-one live. That's $50 a month. And then we do a live broadcast where everyone can do a video. You don't have to do a video if you want. You can just go on there and listen. That's $6 a month. And yeah, if you guys want to join, it's in the link in the description. I cannot talk today. In the description down below. And if you guys been here for how long, you know that I've always kind of kept my website off to the side and didn't talk about it. Well, here it is. It's official. Hope this helped you, and it feels good to be back. Glad you got to see me again. Bye.